Hey everyone, it's Carla. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of how you can use Google Meet. And Google Meet can be used for a variety of purposes, including holding live classes online, screen recording your lessons, and also having individual small group meetings with students online. So the first thing you're going to want to do before you start a Google Meet, depending upon what the purpose of it is, if you are going to be presenting something, it's always a good idea to have your slides ready in another tab. But if you're just having a face-to-face meeting, then you don't really need to have anything else ready. What you're going to want to do in order to get to Meet, there's a couple of ways. You can simply type in meet.google.com, or if you go over to your waffle, you'll likely have to scroll down a ways, but you can see Google Meet right there. So I'm going to go and click on Google Meet, and you'll notice here it says join or start a meeting. So with this, I can create a meeting that I use over and over again. So if I am going to hold online classes with my students, rather than giving them different links every time, I would probably start a room and just call it, Science 10. And you can put your section or anything like that, because I'll be able to use this link over and over again. Okay, so once I've typed in the name of this meeting, it asks me if I want to join, and I can just click here on join meeting. So right now it's telling me the copy information, and I could invite people this way. You could absolutely invite individual people if you're setting up an individual meeting. But again, if you are having an online class, what I would do is I would take this link, and I've just highlighted it, and I would either go edit and copy or use my Command C, and then I'd just go over to Classroom, and I would stick it in my Google Classroom and set up the time for when I want my students to go and join that. So I might just start a material when you could put it in as a resource or anything, and you could just say virtual class link, and then down here where I want to add a link, I can just paste that, and that can be ready to go for whenever we have meetings, so that you don't have to continually make new meetings. So I'm just going to pop back over into Google Meet. So if once I've got that, I can close that, and if I'm not using the meeting right now, I can simply just get rid of it. We've got that link saved now in our Google Classroom. If I'm ready to invite somebody, I could also invite them this way here. Just type their name in, and I will just show you a couple other things. So once I'm in the meeting, there's a couple of things I can do. Number one, over here, I can record my meeting. So again, for students who can't attend live or just so that you can watch it back, that's a great option. When you're done recording, you can, it'll be emailed to you. And if you want to present to the meeting, so like I mentioned before, I have my slides here ready in a new tab. I'm simply going to click on Present. I usually choose your entire screen just because if I am switching between applications, it will be shown. So I'll say your entire screen. And I've got two monitors here, so I have to make sure I pick the right one. And mine is screen 1 this time. And I'm going to say Share. And so you'll notice it's saying now I am presenting my screen, but because I'm still in the meeting, it's not showing anything. So I simply go over to my Google Slides, and you can see it says it's presenting this to everybody. And I can just go into full screen mode and begin to present as if I were teaching my lesson. When I'm done screen sharing, you can just see at the bottom it says stop. And then as well, when our meeting is over, I can stop the recording. And also, again, one thing you can do is encourage your participants to use the chat window, rather if you're in a large size group, rather than always turning on and off microphones. But when you head over to the website, you'll see a bunch more tips on establishing group norms in online classes. So thanks.